This is Abe Freetanzer from Awards Radar, and I'm so excited to be speaking with Simone Joy Jones and Jordan L. Jones about season 2 of Bel Air. How are you both doing today?
Doing great. Doing great.
Amazing, amazing.
Wonderful. I was rewatching our interview with Jimmy last year, right before the show, and you guys were really excited and just very, very energetic. How are you feeling today?
Hey,
Same.
oh yeah, I was gonna say same.
Yeah,
Obviously we already done this. We know it's coming, but at the same exact time, we're just excited for the questions and just blessed to be here, man.
exactly.
Was the response to season 1 what you expected?
Yeah, what we expected and more, because a lot of our interviews were talking about, I don't know how it's going to be.
Yeah,
And we were like, we know what we've done. We're waiting to see what you think.
yeah. I think that getting the reception that we got was great. I think more importantly because while we were shooting, we were getting different reception. Like, oh, this is gonna be, not as good and
Oh,
yada
true.
yada. And so for it to actually have done as well as it did, it was kind of like a F you know what I'm saying? To everybody. So that was the most exciting part for me.
True.
How do you think that season 2 is different from season 1?
Season two is different because a lot of people, when you view the show, you kind of comparing it to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and you're seeing what's different, what's new. This time we get to lean in and deepen the characters and really like give the full 360 motion because everyone is so round and four-dimensional. And so you get to see the life that we brought to them.
Yes, I think with season two, I think it's so different. Obviously, we said this the first time, but it's so different from the first Fresh Prince. But more importantly, in season two, we dive deeper, into the characters. And so there's certain storylines that didn't happen in the original that are happening now
Mhm.
because, the show's different. So this season, you'll get a chance to really, kind of dive into the characters, and each one of us have our own storyline. And it's going to be exciting, man. It's going to be exciting.
It's also fun from what I've seen of the first few episodes to see Lisa and Jazz dive into new relationships or old relationships. And I think that what I'd say about both of them is they seem to have a lot of patience because the people that they're dealing with aren't necessarily as open and forthcoming as they'd like them to be.
Oh,
Yeah.
challenging. Challenging. Drew, act right for once. I was like, Lisa needs happiness. We need to write something good. And they
Yeah.
have, and they have.
Yeah, Hillary, like you said, you've seen the first couple episodes. I feel like it's a switch dynamic because usually as the dudes, right? If you're in a relationship, the girl's like, why don't you post this on Instagram and stuff? And they're like, nah, like I ain't trying to do all that right now. This one, I'm like, yo, like, can we be official? And you want to post me? And she's like, no. And I'm like, yo, you better stop disrespecting me because I'm that guy. So yes, relationships are, new, old, but actually getting serious. And I think that's something that, everybody will be looking forward to for real.
Mm-hmm.
I also like seeing a lot of Jazz's relationship with Will and how, it goes from being this sort of, recognizable mentor friend to being someone who's, calls him a little bit more on what he's doing.
Yes, I mean, I think that's in every relationship too, right? So of course there's facets of you being, kind of like I was gonna say Judy. Kind of being like, like a mentor or stuff like that. But then sometimes you can't let him down easy. If it's really your boy,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta tell him when he's wrong, like for real. And I'm glad that they kind of wrote it that way this season so I can call him out. And even in certain stuff, he helps me in situations, which wasn't like in the first one. So
Yeah.
I love that difference.
I feel that too with Lisa and Will's relationship because it constantly evolves. I think the writers and they do such a great job with making it real and real life, and not everything's all happy, not everything's one way, you're not one thing to one person always. And so it does a great job of, there's points, in the first 3 episodes where Lisa's like, okay, let's relax, and if we're actually going to be friends, let's do this, and if we're actually going to be not or more, let's do it. So I like to tell Will like it is a little bit. Will gets
Yeah.
humbled, I guess, this season.
Yeah.
So, what is it like working with Javari Banks? What can you say about him as a co-star?
Oh, I hate that dude. Never liked him once, man. What are you talking? No, Jabari's great, man. Since the beginning, a lot of times, like, when you're doing these, productions, at the end of the day, it's work. End of the day, but the difference between our production, I feel like, and a lot of other things that I've worked, just speaking for myself, that like we've become close. I feel like we've become close. So specifically with Jabari, man, like after the first season, he stayed at my house for a while when he was switching apartments. Like we got really close. And not only that, I can really say that, especially as a newcomer, man, he's a great actor, man. He's very compelling. He's very believable. And I don't want to say like I look up to him yet, but I will say that I do take note of how good he is effortlessly. And that's something that, sometimes I admire to be. So no, he's a great dude, and I love working with him.
Yeah. And the saying of like talent or hard work beats talent every time. And he came in with a lot of talent, so we was looking for that hard work.
Yeah.
And he really does put it in. So I'm proud of him for that.
Yeah, for real.
That's really great to hear. Thank you both for taking some time to talk to me, and good luck in the future. Looking forward to everyone seeing season 2 all on Peacock.
And don't cut out the part where I said I don't like him. Keep that in here,
Yes.
right? I hate him, right?
I always cut a little clip, so I'll make sure that's the clip. The only thing is you say I hate him, and there won't be any more context. And if the people don't click the link, that's all they're going to get. So your wish is my command.
Hey man, I really appreciate you, Doc.
Thanks, guys. Take care.